Okay, I am going to show you today how to put together a compression joint. So this is a compression joint, this is a compression elbow, this is a compression isolator. You've probably come across these in your house before. It's got a little screw head across here, that's saying it's open and allowing water to flow, and then you can turn it across and it will stop the water flowing. You've probably seen it on your sink or your basin or your bath or whatever, just to turn the water off. It's really important to note with these that there is a right direction and a wrong direction to put them in. On the side here there's a little arrow. Beware of that. Make sure that the arrow is in the direction of the flow of water. Anyway, let's show you how to use this compression joint. Always check when you get one that you've got all the relevant bits in it. So you should have the body of the joint, and then you should have a nut, and then inside there should be a little olive, usually made of copper or probably brass. So, and that will fit in like that. So basically what's going to happen is the pipe is going to go in the fitting with the olive over the end of it like that. Pipe's going to go into there, and then what the nut is going to do is going to push that olive right up into that joint there, and by doing that it's going to seal the water in, so it shouldn't be able to get back out again. So, pretty simple idea. It's not always quite so simple to get it to work properly. So let me show you how to do it. One of the important things to do is just make sure that your pipe is nice and clean, because water is going to try very, very hard to get out of whatever you put it into. So if you get this pipe nice and clean, there aren't going to be any impurities, and it's not going to give the water any excuse to escape. So having cleaned off your pipe, a bit of wire wool, something like that. So put your nut over the pipe, backwards like that. Then put your olive over the end, and then put the pipe into the joint like that. And just push the olive up, and then bring the nut up, and make sure that it's engaged properly and it's tightened up on the threads there. Now at the moment, I can move that quite easily with my hand. If I can move it quite easily with my hand, then every likelihood that water is going to come out of that pretty quickly. So what we need to do is tighten it up. Now I like to use these Barco slip joint pliers. They're fantastic for people like me with small hands. You can really get a proper grip of them. Some of the bigger tools, I find I have to stretch my hand too much, and then it's very difficult to get a grip of something. They're lovely and easy to use. They've got this little lever here that you use just to change the size of the distance the jaws are open. So I'm going to use these to hold on to the body of the joint there, and then I'm going to use these, which are my adjustable spanner. These come in lots of different sizes. You adjust it by, I use my thumb just to move that wheel round, and it makes the jaw wider or closer together. So I'm going to adjust it to fit onto my nut like that, and then I'm going to tighten it up, just tighten it like that. I'm not going to over tighten it. It's always a good idea not to over tighten, because you've got nowhere to go if there is a little bit of a leak at the end. But I'm going to tighten it enough so that the pipe is definitely not moving. So hopefully that is completely sealed, not going to get water coming out of it, and hopefully no leaks. However, sometimes with older pipe, or if you're using the same fitting again, or some older pipe, sometimes you find that it is got a bit of a leak in it. And the way that we overcome that is when we use this stuff called PTFE, which if you've had a plumber in your house, you've probably seen this either in a roll like this or little white bits all over the carpet when they've left. It's really good stuff. It's very, very fine tape that molds itself into the pipe and helps seal it properly if there are any issues. So if you just take the joint apart and you take it apart like that, then you get your PTFE. So I'm going to put it over the end of the olive like that. I'm just going to wrap it round 1, 3, 4 times, and then I'm just going to break it off just like that. Then I'm going to put it back in to the body of the fitting, and I'm going to feel it already feels an awful lot more snug. Feels really nice and tight in there. So I'm going to tighten up the nut all over again. Again, tighten it hand tight, and then using my slip joint pliers and my adjustable spanner, just going to tighten it slightly, and if it's not moving, I'm feeling fairly confident. Now, if I put some water through it and I still get a little bit of a leak there, I know I've just got somewhere that I can just tighten it up a little bit more, and hopefully that will be completely sealed. And that basically is how you do the compression joint.